Hello and welcome to another Matt Presents. So, a bit of a different one. That's not what I was really intending to do with this channel, but I found this quite funny, especially when I've been on a couple of Jet2 holidays, and I thought it's something to really put out there as well. So, been reading the story in the Mirror, and it's also on the Bristol Live post as well. These two women going to Mallorca have basically got on the wrong Jet2 flight itself. They were using airport assistance, and they're claiming that 5 times their boarding passes were checked and they still managed to get on the wrong plane. Now, I'm going to mention some other things in a bit, but I'll just read out the story of what I know on this. So, with the airport assist has then put them onto the flight that should be the right flight. They then settle into their seats, which is on their boarding passes. No one stopped them, said that's my seat, get out of it, or anything like that. And they've had basically a pleasant flight until 10 minutes before landing. The captain has came on the tannoy and said 10 minutes to landing, and we are landing in Menorca. And then this is when these two women start panicking, because that's not where they're going. They wanted to go to a different destination. They've put on the actual newspaper article itself that due to their mobility issues, they chose the destination purely because, and if you can hear barking, that's he used to be my former dog. He's called Alan. He's absolutely beautiful. He lives with my sister now, don't you? Yes. Yes, you're gorgeous. Yes. He lives with my sister now because he's absolutely boisterous. And when we had our second born, he was just way too boisterous around her. And to save him not getting put into a different household where he didn't know anyone, my sister kindly took him in, and I still get to see him, especially at the moment whilst I'm not too well and I'm currently on crutches, which are there. And my parents are looking after my kids at the moment, just whilst my wife's at work. I get to look after the dog if he's coming round, which I do love. So yeah, anyway, back to the story. So yeah, it's 10 minutes before landing, and the two women themselves start panicking because they're now going to the wrong destination. They've noted down that they chose the destination because it was a 2-hour flight, and due to their mobility issues, they knew that this wouldn't be a problem itself. So upon arrival of the actual destination, where they ended up going, they then speak with Jet2 themselves, who do apologise for this inconvenience, and they get offered their money back, a flight to their final destination, and they also get offered a free excursion, which I think is pretty reasonable, considering of what I'm going to say in a bit. It's more than generous, in my opinion, on that. And they decline pretty much everything to do with their excursion itself. They've put down, due to us being disabled, we cannot participate in the excursions that are to be offered. But at the end of the day, you're getting given a free excursion. You can always take it, try it. You don't have to go on it at the end of the day. You could have always just took it. And yeah, basically that's what I think on that part there. And then it does say as well that the couple of older ladies, I should say, were given private transfers as well to the hotel when they should have actually landed as well. So Jet2 resorted that back out for them as well. Dog's making my nose really itchy. Yeah, good boy. Alright, so they have also put on as well that they had to wait around about several hours for an in-flight connection to take them back to their final destination as well. Which I will say that is pretty good, because most of the times these airlines that do stuff like island hopping or even Bulan, they are pretty much full up and it's very hard to get tickets as well. So they are very lucky that they got back there on the same day. In total, they have put down that they are waiting in total from start to finish to getting back to their destination of where they should be is around 17 hours, which that is a pretty long day. I don't blame them for being a bit annoyed about that. But yeah, let's get to the point in regards to this part though. When you're travelling airport assist, I know this because my dad recently, when we went to Thessaloniki, which you can see the Thessaloniki series, I'll link it in the description below as well. He used the airport assist and basically they take you through security, they check your boarding passes, and I know for a fact they checked with my dad a good few times to say, just to check with you, you're going to Thessaloniki. And that would have been the case in that situation as well for these two ladies. And as well as that is when we have been boarding the plane recently, so we have done May and also June for a holiday to share. And both times when we went there, the first time when we got on the plane, this was a Jet2 plane as well on both trips for us. Shush, good boy. He's barking at the wind. Or a pigeon, one of the two. He doesn't like it either. So yeah, when we got onto the Jet2 planes themselves, we asked the cabin crew, would they like to see our boarding passes? And they have, in both times, said, yes, please, we would like to see your boarding pass. And they have accepted those boarding passes. Went, oh yeah, your seats, just say, for example, it's to A, B, C. They went, your seats, second one along, and at this part here. They've done stuff like that. And they've also gone on the tannoy as well, and they have also said, will anyone not flying to, because we went to Malaga and Thessaloniki, so I'll use them as an example, either Malaga or Thessaloniki, please make yourself known to staff. Now, we did ask the cabin crew about this, and they did say, we know some people do get a bit confused and sometimes may enter the wrong queue, especially if there's a few flights all loading in at the same time. It just helps in case there's a mishap as well, which we can completely understand on that as well there. Also as well, we have noticed that the Jet2 ground crew as well have also been counting people when they go on as well. And as well as that is with the airport assistants as well, they have also come round with the cabin crew and said, oh, hi there, Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so. We've noticed that you've got airport assistants. Can we ask the reason why? How can we help you on the flight? And is there anything that you need after the flight we can help you with as well? None of that was mentioned in the entire time that these two women were getting onto the plane. So I'm not too sure where the blame is on this side there, but it's not really ideal for them. I do, in all honesty, feel sorry for them, but on another part of me as well, I do find it so funny that these two women have been put on the wrong plane. Thankfully, it's not too far of a distance that they have to go, but it's a shame that they have to go and get two different flights and have part of their holiday day ruined. On one side as well, they've also got a really good story to talk about in the future. So they have also mentioned as well that they are still awaiting on a refund for this. So I will say, when was it? Roughly about 2017 16, 17, I bought a watch off the Jet2 plane itself. And when I did buy that watch, worked completely fine the entire trip. Got back and it said that it could withstand, I think it was something like 5 meters or something like that. And one day it actually poured down. Wasn't very good. I used to work in a petrol station back then, and I was currently out doing a tanker. Didn't think anything of it. Got back into the shop, and by the end of my shift, I couldn't read the hands on the clock itself. I then got in touch with Jet2 themselves and basically explained what had happened, sent them a receipt, sent them the flight number and everything, and what seat I was in. They acknowledged that within 5 days, and by the 7th day of them having all the information, I had to check through the post of what the actual price was for that watch, because they no longer did it. So I know this is a bit different, but that's how quick of a refund I got. In their cases as well, it can also be seen a bit like if you get a refund from a shop, or you've got in touch with, say, Amazon, and you've returned something and you're just waiting on your refund. It does state in all terms and conditions it can take up to between 5 and 7 working business days itself. Now, I do get that quite a lot because I do work for British Telecom and EE, and we do get people ringing up literally 2 days after we have said we will issue you a refund on any credit amount that was on their account, saying, why haven't you put my refund in? I am expecting that refund itself. And the amount of times we have to say it can take between 5 and 7 working business days is unreal. These people have literally got back off holiday, mentioned it to the newspapers itself, and think that this will hurry up an actual refund for them. It doesn't work like that. Everyone needs to know that we don't have magic buttons on our side at BT and EE, or neither did Jet2 that says instant transfer. We just don't do it. You need to make sure you do read your terms and conditions in all of this. So in regards to this story as well, I have linked it down below, and I am going to try and overlay it as well, just so it's there whilst I'm talking, so you can have a little read of it as well. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read a bit of it, but as I said, I have put it in the link below as well. One thing before we do go as well, don't forget our sponsor for this channel of Matt Presents is Dubby Energy. So I have been drinking their Japanese soda drink itself. All you do is put 350 ml into a bottle, 1 scoop of the powder, mix it all together, and honestly it tastes unreal. Now I will say Dubby is an energy drink, and it is just using water and a powder, but it is far superior to what you would get in a normal can, such as Monster Energy or Red Bull or anything like that. I wouldn't really say have it with a glass of vodka, because that just would not go itself. I would definitely stick to the Red Bull on that one. But yeah, Dubby Energy, really good. I'll put a link below and caption this as well with our code to get yourself 10% off. So that is everything for this video today. I'll thank you very much from myself as well. And Alan will also say thank you very much as well. Thank you very much. Bye for now.